the earliest cities, the beginning of civilization. An ancient city. A railway line was being laid near the river Ravi in Pakistan in 1920. As they were digging to lay the track, the engineers found ready-made, high-quality bricks. They quickly started taking them away to build other structures. They kept finding more and more bricks as they were working. Later, archaeologists realized that it was actually an ancient city that the engineers had found. As people had taken away so many bricks, they had destroyed so many buildings that were more than 5,000 years old. They were properly planned cities, not just big villages. These cities were planned and were divided into sections. There were public areas, office areas, drainage systems, residential areas, everything that a city today has. The city plan. The cities were divided into two or more parts. There was a citadel which was built on higher ground. The other parts of town were built on lower ground. The citadel. The citadel was built on a raised platform. It had special buildings like city offices, granaries, workshops, etc. If there were floods in the city, the people would come to the citadel to be safe. The rest of the town. The lower part of the city was larger. It had houses where the people of the city lived. This part was separated from the citadel by walls of baked brick. The baked brick walls. The bricks were of very good quality. The bricks were laid in interlocking patterns that made it strong. Houses. Houses in these cities were 1 floor or 2 floors high. They preferred 2-story houses. Houses were built with courtyards and staircases. Houses had thick walls and high ceilings. That kept the rooms cool in the hot summer months. The floors of the houses were kacha. Roofs were flat and thatched. The houses had courtyards, doors, windows, and narrow staircases. In one of the corners of the house, there was a kitchen. Most of the cooking was done in the courtyard of the house. Many houses were built with bathing areas and had water supply from a nearby well. This is a well. It looks like a chimney because the soil around it has been removed. The houses had internal plumbing. Some houses even had private wells. Private wells would be maintained or made larger over the years. Almost every house had a private bathing area with drains to take the used water away. These bathing areas had watertight floors too. We see a lot of variety in the size of homes in Harappan cities. Some homes were as small as single rooms like dormitories. Some homes are bigger. Some have several rooms and many courtyards too. Public bathing. There were large public wells and bathing areas found in the cities too. These places may have also been used for washing clothes. Drainage system. A drainage system is a network of pipes that takes away wastewater. How do you think drainage systems were 5,000 years ago? There are still so many places in India that have no toilets that we can think that 5,000 years ago no one must have even thought of a drainage system. Be ready for a surprise. These Harappan cities were quite advanced. They didn't just have drains. They had a well-planned drainage system throughout the city. These towns had proper covered drainage systems. The drains have a gentle slope so that water could flow through it. All the drains were connected to form a network. There were inspection holes at many places so that the drains could be cleaned. What does the elaborate drainage system tell us? The people of this city knew about hygiene and sanitation and had thought about it a lot. The houses, drains, and streets would have to be planned and built together. These 5,000-year-old cities were quite advanced. City walls. Many archaeologists call the Harappan cities nested. That is because the Harappans loved to build walls within walls. Every city was surrounded by a wall, but even inside, each area would have a separate wall enclosure. Think and discuss. Why do archaeologists say that the Harappan cities are nested? A Harappan city. This is what it may have looked like. Mohenjo Daro. One of the more famous Harappan cities that has been excavated is Mohenjo Daro. Look at the layout of Mohenjo Daro. It is planned out like a grid. The idea of a grid may seem normal to you now, but it was very unusual at that time. No other towns at the time were anywhere close to being as planned as these cities were. Let's compare with another town of the time from the Mesopotamia region. Look at the layout of the city of Ur from Sumeria. You can make out that there is no such planning really. In the Mohenjo Daro layout, you can see several wide roads that pass right through the city. The Great Bath. This is the most important building in the citadel of Mohenjo Daro. There are two wide staircases from both sides to enter it. The floor of the tank was made watertight with bricks, plaster, and tar. This is the earliest public water tank in the ancient world. The tank measures 12 meters in length and is 7 meters wide. The depth is 2.5 meters. Scholars think this tank was used for special religious functions. Bathing may have been an important religious ritual for these people.